Hi everyone, this is Michael Toa. I adore Dulce de Leche, that beautiful sweet confection from South America. Dulce de Leche, translated as sweet milk, it is made with sweetened condensed milk that is cooked for a long time until it became dark and caramelly. It is such a versatile ingredient, and today I'm turning it into my Dulce de Leche cheesecake. I'm going to start the cheesecake by making the base for it, and here in this bowl I have 165 grams of digestive biscuits. I did use a food processor, to crush the digestive biscuits, or you can use graham cookies as well. But if you don't have a food processor, you can as easily put the biscuits in a plastic bag and then crush them with a rolling pin or, wine bottle, whatever suits you. I don't actually have a rolling pin. And then to this mixture, I want to add a tablespoon of sugar, just to sweeten it up a little bit, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. This is not enough to make it really spicy, but just a hint of spice. And then 85 grams of melted butter. But you know what, actually I want to mix this in first, very lightly. And then 85 grams of melted butter. Just give this a mix. Now, the easiest way to know that your base is good, if you just take it a little bit with clean hands, if you can really clump it and they come together, yeah, this is good. Okay, now it's time to line the base. For this cheesecake, I'm using a 23 centimeter springform tin that I've sprayed just very lightly with a non-stick spray. And then I'm going to tip in the cheesecake base. Now, to level the base, you can either use the back of a spoon, or I find it easier just to use clean hands again. Or if you want it really level, you can use glass and just use the bottom of a glass and just make it really nice and level. I'm gonna go back to the back of a spoon, I think, to get really good edges. Okay. Now the base needs to be baked in an oven. I've preheated my oven to 350 Fahrenheit or 180 Celsius. I'm going to bake this for 10 minutes and then let this cool completely when we make the filling for the cheesecake. Now to make the cheesecake filling, here in this bowl of freestanding mixer fitted with a paddle attachment, I have 675 grams of full-fat cream cheese. You do need to use full-fat cream cheese, because if you use light cream cheese or if reduced fat cream cheese, it will not set properly. And also very important that the cream cheese is at room temperature. So I usually take the cream cheese out 2 to 3 hours before I'm going to use it, so that it will mix really nicely and smoothly. And to the cream cheese, I'm going to add 100 grams of caster sugar. And I'm going to beat this first until it's nice and smooth. When making cheesecake filling, I like to give the bowl a scrape with each addition of ingredient, just to make sure that I get all the sides nicely combined. And sometimes you get things stuck in the paddle as well. Just give it a light stir with your spatula. And then next I'm going to add 150 grams of sour cream. This will give lightness and also cuts through the richness a little bit of cream cheese. And then mix again. And again, another scrape before I add the next ingredients. Now the next ingredients going in is just a teaspoon of vanilla, and then our main flavoring for the cheesecake, Dulce de Leche. There you go. And this is 250 grams of beautiful Dulce de Leche. Okay, another scrape down. I love the color of this filling. Now the last ingredients going in are 3 eggs, and I'm going to add the eggs one at a time. So when the first one is added, mix until it's thoroughly combined, and add the second one and the last one. I like to give the cheesecake filling one last mix just by hand with a spatula, and before I forget, just a little pinch of salt. My cheesecake base is nice and cool now, and I've wrapped the tin around the outside with a double layer of foil. This will ensure that the water doesn't seep in later during the baking. And then we're going to pour the cheesecake filling into the tin. Oh, this looks so good already. Get every last bit into the tin. So I'm going to use a spatula just to smooth things out a little bit. You know, if you don't have an offset spatula, you can always do, you know, the zig jiggle. This will just make sure everything is nice and level. Then I'm going to bake this. I've reduced my oven temperature to 150 Celsius or about 300 Fahrenheit. I'm going to bake this in a water bath, which means I'm going to transfer the tin into a sheet pan, and then around the sides I'm going to pour some hot water just from a recently boiled water in a kettle. Okay, and then bake this about an hour to 15 minutes. And then, but with cheesecake, you don't want it completely firm out of the oven. It needs to have a light jiggle around the center, and then it will set as it cools. So the cheesecake is baked. It did take an hour and 15 minutes for it to set, and then I took it out from the oven and let it cool for about 45 minutes. And now we're ready to apply the glaze, which I have here. And this is just 2 ingredients, very complex. First is the Dulce de Leche, 150 grams, which I thin out with a tablespoon of milk and then just put in a bowl. I'll just put it in the microwave for 20 seconds, and that's it. Time to apply the glaze. Let's see. If it's thin enough, you should just be able to swirl this around and get a good shiny coating all the way on the top. You want to make sure that it covers the top completely. Almost there. Oh my god, I love this. This is so beautiful. Oh, look at this. Okay. Now the cheesecake needs to be completely cool. I'm gonna put this in the fridge and let it chill for several hours before serving. After a few hours in the fridge, the cheesecake should cut beautifully. I did put this cheesecake for at least 6 hours in the fridge, and as you can tell, I get really clean slices from it. You can serve it as it is, or my one last sprinkle that I like to do is just a little bit of sea salt flakes on top, like Maldon. Sounds weird, but trust me, think salted caramel. This is so good. Well, I'm ready to eat my cheesecake. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you give this a go. This is Michael Toa. Stay safe, stay healthy. Until next time.